Hi guys, my name's Andrew Ogilvie and welcome back to the channel. We're going to be playing some more Pokemon Leaf Green and I believe we're going to be making our way through, was it Route 12 or 13? Down this way anyway, down the right hand side of the map. And do you know, the plan is just to try and get to, do you know, I can't remember the name, I think it's Fuchsia City, I think that's where we're going to be headed. And that's the game plan. Also on the list is trying to get Gamakichi up some levels. So it's something that obviously we're going to have to address, and something that we're just going to have to do is just keep doing the switch training. I really should go and like try and get the... Oh, I forgot what it's called. The EXP share. Oh, do you know, my mind just had a blank. You know when you're about to say something, your mind just like completely cuts it out. But anyway, so what we're going to be doing in this episode is just, like I said, just making our way down. Hopefully get ourselves to Fuchsia City, get some levels on the way, and get ourselves prepared for that gym leader that's in there. I think it's Koga, and I believe he's got like fighting types and stuff like that. So we'll just be looking to do our best there. So I've got a couple of wee things I want to speak about, and one of which is, I said it in a couple of episodes ago, I'm actively looking for a dog, and I found a dog. So it's taken me all this time to actually find somewhere. I found a breeder down in England, which is obviously a wee bit of a trek for me, so I'm going to have to go down at some point to collect the dog. But do you know what? We found it was born on the 23rd, and it's a wee French bulldog, and it's a blue French bulldog. And we're still sort of deciding on names. We can't agree on anything. We feel like Blue would be too plain and obvious, however it's a good name. But do you know what, we're not really too sure what we're going to call him. Obviously it's him. We had like Miles, Milo, Arlo. I had a dog called Arlo long time ago, and I always liked that name, but I never had that dog long enough, so I thought maybe like resurrect that name. Bring it back from the dead. And not bring it back from the dead, the dog's still alive. When I got it, it was just a puppy, and I just moved into a flat, so I couldn't keep it, which was heartbreaking. But do you know what? It's probably living its best life. It went away with its sister down in England. But so that's pretty much what I wanted to say about the dog. I found myself a dog, a wee French bulldog. It's down in England. I think it's in Manchester, roughly round about there. Which for me, that's not far. I drove to Sheffield for my car, which is further away, and I drove to Manchester to pick up my original Vauxhall Astra that I had, my second car. So I'm sort of used to that drive, so it's not really too bad for me. But we need to obviously see how it pans out with the lockdown and all that sort of stuff that's going on, because I think there's a travel ban on right now in Scotland, so I can't exactly cross the border to go and even see this puppy. Not that you would, to be honest. I'd sort of be a wee bit wary and just turning up at someone's house and going inside to see a dog. So fingers crossed, guys. Keep your fingers crossed. We found one that we like. The lassie seems really nice. She's sort of understanding the situation that's been going on right now, and it is what it is, and we just need to take our time and see what we can get to. So I believe. Is that hopefully that's it for this trainer. I've been talking for so long and we're still in the same battle. Thank God. Where you go, Susie. I think we got a wee bit of a paralysis on pain, but you know what? We'll just keep making our way across. We've got a double battle up here. Double battle could be good. We'll keep Nagato out, and I'll probably end up switching. I think. Oh, is this not a double battle? I thought these would be a double battle, these guys. Oh well, it's not a double battle, but we'll battle the two of them anyway. More XP for Gamakichi, doesn't mean we don't have to share it across the board. Let's just send in Zippo. I just want to quickly wrap through this route. One of the other things I wanted to speak about was Christmas. I hope you all had a great Christmas. It's been fantastic for me. I got a lot of things that I'm terrible. Like, I'll put it out there, I want to know what I'm getting well in advance. So like, if packages come into the house, like Rachel needs to hide them, because I won't look. I don't know, it's just something I've always done. Like, so even when I was younger, with my mum and dad, they'd have to hide the presents. I mean, I say like hide, like we had pubs and things like that, so mum had to take the presents and actually keep them in another house. Keep them in another property so I couldn't find them. But I don't know, it's just something that I've always done. And she done this sort of thing where she decided to order in a package and leave it sitting, and that obviously me and my nimble fingers managed to like not open the package, but like open it in a way that I could see what was inside it and then close it. But she was doing it to test me, so she'd ordered herself like some sort of body wash, and I was like, why would she buy me that for my Christmas? Oh, do you know what? I failed the test, guys. I failed it. I get caught, and thank God I never got that for my present. It was actually for herself, and so do you know, I had a great time. I hope everyone else did that's listening. Anyone else that's not listening, I hope their time was terrible. That's quite sad. No, but do you know what? It makes you really thankful, doesn't it? Like receiving presents, and do you know, I know it sounds really bad, but I'm like a gift to receive sort of person. So I don't know. I feel like that's maybe like came from like past relationships and things like that. It's just the way I've always been. I've been trying to get the habit with Rachel, just sort of spend whatever you feel like. But just you could go wild, couldn't you? I like to sort of set a budget for each person that I'm going to be buying for, and then just build up to that budget. And like, so I don't know. I just never done that this year, and it probably was good. All the presents, I feel like all the gifts that I gave were good. However, like I picked expensive things, and like soon I was getting things back. I got like a lot of things back, and I was only giving out like maybe 2 or 3 presents to that person. So like, I don't know. It just feels like a bit like they've went to a lot of effort, whereas I've just went and got something that I know they'll like that's really expensive. Not really expensive. I'm not bragging or anything. Like I said, I tried to set budgets, but it sort of fell through this year. But do you know what? It was good. I had a really good time. I went for Christmas dinner with my mum's, and then my brother actually moved out and he's living with his girlfriend, and I went there at night. Me, my mum, my dad, and Rachel went there, and it was a good night. My mum, in true typical Jane fashion, got absolutely steaming. It was hilarious. Like, phoned her up the next day and she was saying like, I don't remember coming home and stuff like that, so that sort of tells you what my family's like. But you know, I had a great time. I didn't actually drink a lot. We were doing like the whole cocktails and the shots and stuff like that, but do you know, like, I don't know if if you're underage, you probably not know, but like, see if you're of age, sometimes you can just go out and have a drink and just not get drunk, and that was what it was like for me. I was slowly getting there, but I say slowly getting there, it turned out it was like 2 in the morning, and it was probably time to go, and that was me just starting to feel on my way. So, you know, it was good. I managed to remember the whole night, so that's always a positive. Do you know what? We're actually busting through this time, aren't we? And we've got hundreds of battles on this route to do. There's so many battles. I always forget how many battles are actually down this side. And it's so, like, we've not even made our way to like the second south bit. Let's just keep jet in. We'll just keep going for the shockwaves. Hopefully we'll just wipe this out in one go as well. I'm not really too sure when Poliwag evolves. If you want to let me know in the comments below, it's probably something I'll need to do a wee bit of research on, but if you drop in the comments it saves me searching it. So it's one of those things that I need to sort of start planning out my... We're getting there, we're almost in the 5th badge. I need to start planning out my like move sets and things like that. We've got a night in there. PP up. I need to start thinking about my move sets for the like coming up against the Elite Four. So I started penciling it out. Obviously Gamakichi, we're going to fully evolve. All the other guys are pretty much there. And the 15 member, I have already noted it down now. I've got a good idea when we're going to capture it and what move set I've got a rough idea what move sets I want on everyone. Try to get like as much type coverage as possible. I know that you don't need to in this sort of game because it's the Elite Four. They all tend to specialise in one type, so as long as you're strong against each type with one Pokemon, you're good. But I like to have like type coverage right across the board, and at least have one move of every different. What would you call that? One move of every different type. Let's switch out. We'll go to Gamakichi again. I think Gamakichi was almost at 24 there. Am I right in saying that? Go on, Gamakichi. I feel like Gamakichi's a terrible name for a female Poliwag. But you know, it was what I had in my mind. We were going with it whether it was good or not, and I'm glad I stuck with it. So, do you know, well, we're almost coming on 10 minutes, and I'm still battling. I wanted to be so far ahead, It has to be done, doesn't it? It has to be done. This is one of these episodes. This is the grinding episode. I feel like the next episode, going with the progress we've made in this one, is going to be the exact same. We're just going to be grinding our way through. Should maybe stop with these switch training and just try and battle our way through. Like we can switch train a wee bit later on and grind some levels. Let's just go for the switch again. Let's send out Jet. Go for the Thunder. Is it Shockwave? Do you know, Shockwave wasn't a move I was going to actually teach to Jet. My plan was to go and spend all the money and get Thunderbolt. That was the plan, and I forgot that I actually had Shockwave sitting. So, like, what was the point in spending all that money for Thunderbolt when it's got a chance of missing when Shockwave can't miss? I know it's obviously a lot stronger, and we'll probably go down that route later on, near the Elite Four. But for now, that's fine for me. I'm quite happy with that. Let's keep Jet in. See if Jet can maybe get that 35. And do you know what? This will be the last battle. We'll call it after this battle because we're almost coming on 11 minutes. That's mad, isn't it? We've only battled like 3 or 4. Well, it feels like 3 or 4 people, and we've only got so far. But do you know what? It's been fun, and I've just smashed my controller off at the table. So if you like this episode, if you like me just rambling on, if you want to give us a wee like and subscribe, and if you're watching us through Facebook, a wee like and a follow. That would be fantastic. And I'll catch you in the next one. We're going to grind our way through this route again and hopefully get to Fuchsia City. I think I set my goals a wee bit too much this episode. But I'll see you in the next one. Bye.